ecosystems means we will have grassland ecosystems. So thing here that you have to keep in mind is with respect to the rainfall. When we talk from the perspective of rainfall, if rainfall is sufficient enough to sufficient enough for growth of diverse vegetation, then we can expect forests. If rainfall is moderate or adequate or sufficient amount of rainfall is there, then or like a comparatively less amount of rainfall is there, then we can expect the development of grasslands there. So we will call it as grassland, and grassland ecosystem can be established. Okay, so you just go through from the document, go through these categorical statements like it accounts between 20 to 40 degrees of 40% of world's land area. Such statements you go through. Okay, let's look at important aspects. Okay, so just go through basic explanation for that and underline important things like this. Okay, so rainfall condition. So if the rainfall is in between 25 centimeters to 75 centimeters, so then we can expect the presence of grassland, because if it goes beyond 25, then it goes less than 25, it becomes desert. So if it goes like beyond 75, we can expect presence of like development of forests. Like you see, deciduous forests can be seen in 75 centimeters to 125 or 150 centimeters rainfall. We can see evergreen forest means more than 200 centimeters rainfall we can see. So likewise, there would be difference. So here 25 to 75 centimeters rainfall. If it is there, then this region becomes grassland area. Okay, so there we have understood that grasslands can be divided into two types. One was tropical grasslands and other one was temperate grasslands. So those grasslands which are located in the tropical region, 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees south, they are nothing but basically tropical grasslands. So there are other names for tropical grasslands. So the tropical grasslands are also known commonly as savannas. Okay, savannas is the common name of tropical grasslands, and they would also be called as big game country regions. So tropical grasslands are also called by another epithet called, they are also called as big game country regions. So what do you mean by big game country? Usually when we talk from humans perspective, humans are fond of hunting. So there would be like a type of practice of hunting called big game hunting. Like they will try to hunt big animals, like let's say big animals would be hunted, and such kind of practice is known as big game hunting. So in tropical grasslands, we can expect such kind of aspects. So that's why these regions are also known as big game country regions. Okay, so remember that. So can you remember savannas, big game country? Yes. Yes. Big animals. Big animals means like wild oxes or why they hunt means they will hunt all animals, but they are also trained to hunt big animals so that they can get good amount of food for entire community. Are you getting? So for example, if they go for small animal hunting, obviously it may not be sufficient food might not be available to them. So if they hunt big animals, they will get a lot of flesh so that they can store it for longer times, and they can have the food for at least for a week or like 5 days or 3 to 5 days or 3 to 1 week, 3 days to 1 week, they can store it. Like, so that is the purpose. So small animal hunting leaves like it can finish for the one time or likewise. So big game hunting means likewise. So big animals. So that's why they will go for big animal hunting. So that is one thing. Okay. So then where we can see where they are distributed. So distribution is in between the tropical region. And examples. So what are the different types of grassland, tropical grasslands? Tropical grasslands are called by different names across different places. Have you heard about the savannas? So where savannas are there? Savannas of Africa. Good. So then campos. Have you heard of campos? Campos of Brazil. And then what about llanos? Llanos of Which region? Good. Llanos of Venezuela. Okay, you remember L Venezuela. So Venezuela, L. So lyrically you can remember. So here Campos and Brazil. So BC, like you can remember something likewise. So you can have such type of different we can have different type of such grasslands. Okay, so can you name other grasslands? Other type of grasslands? Yes, velds. Good. So velds, where you can see velds? Fells can be seen in South Africa region. And what about downs? Yes. So you can have we have here. Okay. Otherwise, simply you just recollect, try to recollect some things like this. We have savannas, we have wells, we have pampas. So what about pampas? 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 Pampas. Pampas of Argentina. Pampas of Argentina. So they are all some grasslands, but here we have to remember the tropical grasslands and temperate grasslands. So there, if you see some important examples, they were like savannas, campos, and llanos, likewise. So here, what about the abiotic components? What are the various abiotic components? Okay, so here climatic conditions would be like this, characterized by alternate hot rainy seasons and cool dry seasons. Look at the matchup. Cool dry seasons, that means, and hot rainy seasons, that means means like summers would be hot and rainy. They will, in summers we can expect the rainfall, and winters would be dry and cool, likewise. So cool dry season and hot rainy season, so we can expect that changes. So then we can expect presence of flow of various local winds. One of the example is like harmattan. Have you heard about harmattan? Harmattan is a local wind that goes off the Guinea coast. Okay, in Africa we have one place called Guinea. So off the coast of Guinea we will have a local wind that blows, that is known as harmattan. So this is also known as ductor wind. So ductor wind, it tries to give some it tries to means like it reduces some harsh climatic condition in that region, so that they will call it as ductor wind. So harmattan, so that is one thing. So soils would be like alphisols or altisols. So try to go through the classification from geography. So what are alphisols and altisols? So that is soil type. So what kind of flora and fauna can be seen? So this is another important thing that you have to learn. So what type of plants and what type of animals can be seen? Okay, so usually grass. So we are talking about grass. It's not only grass, but along with the grass, we can have short trees that have long roots and water storing devices. So usually trees also we can expect. It doesn't mean like grassland means they are without trees. So sparsely trees also can be present. Okay, so I hope like savanna picture you may recollect. Savanna means like African grassland, those things you can remember. So that is one thing. So fauna means we can have herbivores and carnivores. So all animals like elephants or like tigers, deers. So all such kind of fauna can be there. Okay. In the sense like long grass, we can say. Okay, so that is the tropical grasslands. And then we will have temperate grasslands. So other name for temperate, commonly temperate grasslands would be called as steppes. Okay, steppes is the common name for temperate grasslands. And temperate grasslands has another epithet called, they are called as granaries of the world. So granaries of the world means they are the areas where we can expect more and more production of the food grains like wheat, likewise. So can you able to remember prairies of North America? Prairies of North America will extend in USA, Canada, and this region. So prairies. So there we can expect the growth of more food grains. So that's why they are called as granaries of the world. Like that. So that is one thing. So where they are distributed. So usually if we talk from Savannas point of view, tropical grasslands, they can be seen normally. But steppes or temperate grasslands, usually they will found in the interiors of the continent. Mark this statement. They are found in the interiors of the continent. When they are found at the interiors of the continent, what would be the nature of climate? Climate would be continental climate. What do you mean by continental climate? Continental climate is characterized by what?
So, half the desert is cold and extremely cold.
Good. So what she was trying to say, you can have harsh climatic conditions. Now you take up the example of Delhi. So those who are in Delhi can witness that. They can witness harsh climatic conditions. In winter, you can have harsh winter, and in summer, you can have harsh summer. So why there is such kind of harshness means there is a factor called continentality, as it is located at the mid of the land, which is not surrounded by the oceans or water bodies. So you will have, you don't have moderating effect of the sea. So when you have moderating effect of the sea, winds will flow, so that climate will have such kind of variations. But as there is no water body surrounding it, climatic conditions would be very harsh. So that kind of climate is known as continental climate, we'll call it, or the factor is known as continentality. Okay, you have to remember that. So continental means land area, oceanic region, and continental region. Can you able to recollect from geography? So that is one thing. So here, usually these steppes are found in the interiors of the continents. So they will be away from the maritime influence or moderating influence of the sea. So thus, climate would be harsh. So examples for them would be prairies of the North America, and pampas of Argentina, and downs of Australia. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the temperate grasslands. Okay, so abiotic components or abiotic factors. If you see, what about the climate? Climate is continental, and however, it won't be severe in southern hemisphere. Okay, so this thing you have to remember, but generally it would be continental climate can be seen. That means harsh climatic conditions can be seen. Wherever you get continental climate means, you remember, rainfall would be high, temperature would be high, or climate, you can see extreme hotness and extreme coldness. So that would be characteristic of continental climate. So Delhi is known for that. So remember that one also. And then what kind of biotic components can be seen? Flora. So short grasses can be there, like if you open your laptop, can you see a grassland kind of image? So that is a typical example for the temperate grassland. So short grass would be there, whereas in the tropical grassland, the length of the grass would be high. So like tall grass would be seen. But here in temperate region, it would be like the grass would be very limited to very low areas, likewise. So you can remember the Windows, desktop Windows image. So that would be typical temperate forest, temperate grassland. Okay. So usually why we will use means, we will use this for extensive cultivation of food grains like wheat. So that's why they are also known as the food basket or food granaries of the world. So we can have that one. So that is with respect to the grassland ecosystems.